Imagine a teenager sitting in a classroom. The teacher thinks they're distracted. The parent thinks they're lazy. Their friend thinks that they're dramatic. But inside that teenager's mind, two invisible storms are colliding. One storm is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or the inattentive type, or ADHD, a neurodevelopmental condition that disrupts attention, impulse control, and emotional dysregulation. The other storm is the complex post-traumatic stress disorder, a trauma condition formed through prolonged exposure to unsafe, unpredictable, or emotionally harmful environments. When these two conditions intersect during adolescence, a developmental stage already defined by identity formation and neurological remodeling, the result is not just distraction. It's a nervous system under siege. My name is Fawzia Faizi Shah, licensed clinical social worker. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Research in developmental psychology and trauma science shows that ADHD and complex trauma interact in ways that amplifies distress rather than simply add to it. Adolescents with ADHD already experience executive function deficits, difficulty organizing thoughts, sustaining attention, regulating impulses, and managing emotional responses. Now layer trauma onto that. Complex PTSD introduces symptoms such as chronic hypervigilance, intrusive memories and flashbacks, emotional dysregulation, dissociation, persistent shame, and negative self-concept, nightmares. For a developing brain, this combination can create a perfect storm of neurological overload. The teenager who cannot sit still might not simply be restless. They may be scanning the room for danger. The teen who forgets homework may not just be inattentive. Their brain may be stuck in survival mode, where memory, encoding, and concentration are biologically impaired. Pattern processes are the following. To understand this interaction, we need to look at what happens in the brain. So ADHD is associated with differences in dopamine regulation and prefrontal cortex functioning, the area responsible for attention planning and impulse control. Complex PTSD, meanwhile, dysregulates the amygdala, hippocampus, and the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal stress axis, the system responsible for detecting and responding to threat. When both conditions exist together, several patterns commonly emerge in adolescence. Intensified emotional dysregulation. ADHD already makes emotional modulation difficult. Trauma adds heightened threat perception. A small frustration like criticism from a teacher can trigger fight, flight, freeze reactions far beyond what the situation requires. Number 2 is the increased dissociation and inattention. What looks like classic ADHD distraction may actually be trauma-driven dissociation. The adolescent may mentally check out as a protective mechanism when stress or reminders of past trauma appears. To an outside observer, it looks like zoning out. Inside the brain, it's a survival reflex. Number 3, the rejection, sensitivity, and shame. Many adolescents with ADHD experience rejection, sensitive dysphoria, and extreme emotional responses to perceived criticism or failure. Complex trauma compounds this by embedding a deep internal narrative of I am unsafe or I am not enough. The result can be overwhelming, shame, social withdrawal, or explosive emotional reactions. And number 4 is the chronic nervous system exhaustion. ADHD creates mental overactivity. Trauma creates constant threat monitoring. So together, the adolescent brain becomes chronically overstimulated and exhausted, lending to sleep disturbances, irritability, and academic struggles. So what does this mean for parents, educators, and communities? And for the person who's actually suffering from this, it means that we must stop asking what's wrong with me, or what's wrong with my child, or what's wrong with this student, or what's wrong with this person, and start asking what happened to them and what support do they need. Research consistently shows that adolescents with both ADHD and trauma histories benefit from trauma-informed environments, emotional regulation skills, and compassionate structure rather than punishment. A good behavioral management plan is very much needed. And when we understand the nervous system behind the behavior, we have to recognize that there's going to be healing, because sometimes the teenager who seems the most distracted is actually the one who has spent their entire life trying to survive two storms at the same time. And with the right awareness, support, and care, these storms can finally begin to calm. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment or two for me. Thank you so much, and have a great day.